All right, guys, top of the morning. What is the date today? May 23rd. Can you believe that we are halfway through the year almost? I'm excited. I am grateful, full of energy. And you guys, we are having a monumental day today in our Stockton and Central Valley market. For the first time ever, we've been able to expand with our Zillow Flex team. And so it's a really monumental day for us. We've been Zillow partners now for 7+ years. And for us to be able to finally get the green light on this, it's an amazing accomplishment and milestone. And now we have to do the work to keep it here in this market. So really excited. I got some thoughts and got some sentiment I want to share with everybody, but I'm going to turn it over to Ashley. Ashley, I'm going to have you take us out on the field today on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. And also, you shared a quote a prompt the other day, and I think that it would be applicable that towards once you're done sharing, like if you would drop that. I thought it was really, really powerful.
I love that prompt. I definitely will drop it. My sentiment for today is it's not about busy. It's not about being busy. It's about being bold. So I look back at the first part of the year and I feel like I've accomplished a lot. I learned how to play softball. I learned how to coach softball. I learned how to make sourdough, and my business exploded because I put processes in place. But it wasn't about being busy. It was about making those bold decisions, stepping out through fear and doing it anyways. So think about what the most impactful thing you can do today and then go do that.
So let me ask you a question. When you think about bold actions, bold moves that you've made this year, if you could quantify or define some bold moves and the result thereof this year, what are some of those bold moves that you've made that you could look back on?
So let's just take softball, for example. I don't know how to play softball. I never played sports, and they needed a softball coach for first base. And I said, listen, I don't know how to play, but I'm willing to show up if you tell me what to do. I was scared in my head. I had all those thoughts like, you're not the person for this. Somebody else is that person for this. But I knew my daughter would remember this for the rest of her life if I did. So I volunteered, and I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of the memories we can share together. Another thing that, like sourdough, I was watching Evangeline make sourdough and I was like, I want to make sourdough. And then I found the process. It's a lot. Like, it's like a whole thing to make sourdough. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And then I decided, you know what? No, I'm going to focus on this. I'm going to learn this. Asana, it's a project management program to help me just kind of see my entire business like an ecosystem. I started looking into it and I was like, whoa, this is a whole thing. Took me 2 months to learn how to do it and get a process together and do it repetitively. But learning that literally 3x'd my business. Literally, I'm having the best month I've ever had because of that project management system that most people wouldn't learn because it's really intricate. But if you do those big, intimidating things, really good things come out of them.
Man, I absolutely love this. And let's hold off on the prompt for just a little bit. I think that this is something that I want to share with everybody, but I want to talk about a few things first and foremost. You guys, we're coming up into the second part of the year, and you guys have to ask yourself right now, you got to be very, very clear. I've asked you this last week. I'll ask you this again. Do you have a real estate license or are you running a business? As you look at the last 6 months of the year, you are very proud of what you've done. You are accomplished. You're looking at all the milestones, all the hills that you've climbed, all the tasks that you've achieved, all of the operational efficiencies that you put in place in your business and all of the above. Or you're on the flip side of it. You're saying, damn it, I wish I would have. I could have, I didn't, I wasn't consistent, I didn't stay in action, and now I need to play catch up to make sure that I end this year strong. And so you guys, I believe that this time of year, second quarter of the year represents savage season. This is the time where we need to dive deep. We need to figure out all the shit that is stopping us. If you don't have your systems in place, what are you waiting for? Put it on the schedule, figure that out. If you're not using your CRM, we're not all scientists and we can't keep it all in our mind. We got to put it in some type of system. Get your CRM in place. Well, I don't have a follow-up system. What are you doing? Right? At the end of the day, our main objective is to lead generate at the highest level. Now, once we've done the hard work, we need to have a system that processes all the hard work and make sure that we're tapping into those clients from now until eternity, or they buy or sell. At the end of the day, you guys, the second part of the year is going to represent how hard you are willing to go into your business, how willing you are to be honest with yourself, your results, the numbers, the inaction, the action, consistency, lack thereof. It is your opportunity to say, you know what? I am super excited about where I am. I'm going to continue the momentum, or I'm gonna embody hard work once again. I know that I've been sleeping on my skills. I know that I've been sleeping on what I am capable of, and I know that I've been sleeping on my talents. So you guys have a choice. Right now, it's crossroads for the year. I wanna look back at this year and say, you know what? I am so proud of everything that I was able to accomplish. I didn't waste time, I didn't procrastinate, I didn't drag my feet, and I was that person that said, despite what the industry said, I still won. That's on you guys. That is on you. So I want to encourage everybody, as you're looking at the second quarter of the year, you should be writing, planning, you should be whiteboarding, you should be so clear on how you're going to have conversations, the events that you're throwing, the things that you're doing, the social media posts. You should be so clear that everyone around you is invigorated by your sense of direction. They are invigorated. I want to be around On too, because just being in her presence, I feel like I need to step my game up. That is the type of energy that I want you guys to have. I want you to be in the pocket. I want you to be in flow state. Flow state means that things are coming to me naturally. I am attracting abundance. I feel good about this industry. All kinds of opportunities are coming to me. When I get on a video, I'm full of ideas. I'm full of energy because I'm truly in a flow state. And that's what I want for everybody as you walk into the second quarter or second half of the year. There needs to be some swag, some bravado about how you're gonna approach it. If your energy is at a, I did all right for the first part of the year, fuck that. You need to turn up the notch in your level of intensity in your life, your business, health, and relationships. You say, you know what? I'm ready to take my life back and my year back. You guys have an opportunity to do so. I've seen people in this game make 100 G's in one quarter. 100 G's in one quarter. You guys, right around the corner is Christmas, right around the corner is travel season, right around the corner is the time where you need to kick back. And I want you to kick back. But right now, this is savage season. This is savage season. So as we grow over the next couple months, I want you to be so crystal clear on what the next 6 months looks like for you and your business. You have a vision that is pulling you, that is so clear that you could see the end result. December 31st, you're sitting back cheersing to the good life that you've created for you and your family. You're not sitting there beating yourself up because all the things that you didn't do that you knew you were capable of. I want you to sit back and cheers to another year of accomplishments, another year of milestones, another year of growth, another year of breakthroughs, another year of impact. That's what I want for you guys. You have a choice. How are you going to enter the second part of the year? Are you going to do the same things? And if you're doing great, then by all means, do the same things. But if you're ready and you need that change, that is on you. I'm not going to shoulder that burden for you. I'm going to be here to support you and push your ass, but I will not want this more for you than you want it for yourself. Does that make sense to everybody? Anybody guys have any thoughts on that? Any sentiment that they want to share? Any insight on that? Because your boy's feeling good this morning. I went to sleep at 7:30 last night. The sun was still up. Anybody have any thoughts, contribution, and dialogue on that entire vein? And please don't leave me hanging, all right? Anybody? Going once? Going twice? Don't be shy, you guys. It's Friday morning. Monday morning is Memorial Day. What's up, Brandy? Let's roll.
I just hopped in and caught the last message, but I'm on fire now. So it's the last day of school. I am feeling so good, so proud of myself. And now we're heading into summer. So that sentiment, I'm loving it because I'm looking at my boys and everything that we've been through for the year, and all the moms and all the parents and all the dads out there for the whole school year doing your businesses, rocking it. Yeah, I'm just feeling so good today. So
Well, good. Well, I look forward to seeing you here in the office in a little bit. Jeff, what do you got for them, big dog?
Sorry, I had to get off mute. Of course, I love the sentiment, and not just professionally, but personally too. Taking care of yourself, like you. Going to bed that early. I know that's not something you do right on the regular, but honestly, that's what my kids, might think I'm a little crazy, but shit, I'm in bed by 8:30, it doesn't mean I'm asleep at 8:30, it means I'm sleeping at 9, but I get up at 5 and it's awesome. When I don't do it, oh my gosh, I feel like crap. Even if I don't drink, if I get out of my routine and I'm, staying up late or whatever, I kind of feel like crap. So now to your point again, Christmas is coming, the holidays are coming, not only from a business standpoint, but from a personal standpoint. Do it now, work hard now, get out there, get healthy, be active, work on your business and focus on it now. Cause fourth quarter is coming before you know it. Shit, we're almost, damn, one more month. We're, going to be through the second quarter of this year. So, there's no time to say, oh, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll do it next week. Make the call, knock the door, eat right, go to the gym.
Jeff, listen, all we got, you guys, all we got is this moment today, right now. I do not know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know. So the things that I know I need to do, the impact that I need to have, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. Yeah, I want to plan. I want to do big things, but I'll tell you what, none of that is guaranteed. What I got right now is I'm in the pocket, and the pocket is right now. Right now is the moment, and I'm going to capitalize on that moment. So many times, so I talk to realtors across the nation and including our team. Oh yeah, I'm going to do that. 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 And they don't end up doing it. And then all they do is talk a big game. Right? You're in the moment. You're in the pocket right now. This moment matters more than we'll ever realize. Well, I realize, but this is what it means the most to all of us is right now. What can I do today to move my life, business, and health forward? Oh, I haven't been working out. I'm gonna start working out in 2 weeks. The fuck? Go for a walk today. Go for a walk today. Move your ass. Oh, I'm gonna put my systems in place. I've been wanting to get on video. Get off of this call and just say, hey, you guys, I've been wanting to make a video, so I thought I'd share some thoughts and some sentiment with you. Like, stop with the I'm gonna do it later. Tomorrow is never promised. Let's go, D. Bledsoe. What do we got for them?
I just wanted to add to that sentiment of being in the flow state and just living in gratitude. It feels way better than the opposite. Like I noticed that I get in the habit of reacting negatively to things that aren't necessarily negative in the moment. Like it's just, I feel like it's the nature of the business if you let it take you that way. Like I hadn't had a contract for like 3 weeks, which isn't a lot compared to how my business is gone. But still, when you slow down, you start thinking negatively. Well, I've been talking to more people purposefully, encouraging people when I see them. Like I saw Eric Kang at the office the other day, and me and him had a similar conversation. And I'm like, it's all about balance. We just got to balance everything because he's having all this success on the online and everything. And he was like, and it's starting to catch up to me business wise, but I'm just trying to figure it out. And I'm like, gratitude, because I want 50,000 of your 2 million views right now. You know what I mean? And like Brandy said, the kids finishing school right now, like it's just all moments of gratitude. So looking towards what is rather than what's not. And my last thing to add, I've been trying to get the books out of the Oakland office that I got during my book drive, because Brian is like, man, what are we going to do with all these? So this week I went in and disseminated like over 400 books every day this week. But I've been having real estate conversations dropping these books off. And door knocking is not my favorite thing. And so this has been my form of door knocking. And so I'm picking up leads, dropping off books to people's houses. I'm still getting objections. Like I had one homeowner tell me he didn't want the books and he was an asshole. And I started talking to myself in my head about, oh man, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But then the next 2 boxes I hit, I'm having real estate conversations. So again, just staying in that flow state, staying in gratitude, and just leaning into what is instead of what's not. And it feels way better.
Man, I absolutely love this, man. And here's the thing. If they were mad that you came to the door talking about books and literature, that's a them problem, not a you problem. I'm going to keep knocking and find the person that really sees the value in this. And let's talk about Eric Kang for a second, you guys. Eric Kang is a really great example of, the work until it works, if I'm going to quote Demian. Eric's been on the team since the inception of our team. Since January of 2020, he's been on the team. And Eric has always created content, right? He's always created his videos in his way and his style with his hair and his tattoos and this Danny Trejo look on his business card. He's always done content. And not until 3 months ago did he start to truly explode. Went from literally 5,000 to 12,000 followers in 3 weeks. Okay, 5,000 to 12,000 followers in 3 weeks. You know, videos that are getting 2 million views, shares that are in the thousands. And that just happened, you guys. And so this is all about you just staying consistent. And you have to think about it this way. I'm going to hit a base hit. It's a base hit. It's a base hit. And then one day I'm going to get a home run. Now, not everything's going to be a home run, and he's never going to chase the vanity, but he's found something that works, that is completely in alignment with his brand. And you guys, you all have the ability to do so. But what happens is that we try, I'm like, that didn't really work. And then we go idle for a little bit. We go idle, we don't create shit. And then we expect, you know, big things to happen in our business on social media. It won't happen. You guys have to stay consistent. You have to try new things. You have to lean into who you are. And so I'm glad you brought that up. D, was that a new hand or an old hand? Old hand. All right, cool. While we're on this thread, while we're on this vein of talking about social media, I want to ask a question to each of you. When you think about your views over the last year, there's probably a video that did very well. It got shared quite a bit of times. It was saved quite a bit of times, and it had high viewership. But I don't really care about the viewership. I care about the saves and the shares. There's probably something that did very well. Well, when we think about what's happening on social media, what is one trend that you guys are seeing across the internet right now on social media that has really been blowing up the last couple of days? I want to open that conversation up to you. I have something I want to share, but what's a trend that you guys have been seeing on social media? Ashley, I saw your big smile, so let's go to you first. What's one trend that you've been seeing?
So last night I was scrolling and I kept seeing, it says, this trend's about to blow up. And it was the song you did this morning. It says, you should, and then you put any 3 words there to join Keep It Moving Coaching. I was like, oh, he did it. You're like right on time with the trend.
All right, so if you were going to do it, what would yours be?
I was brainstorming last night. I don't know yet. You should buy a house. You should buy a house.
So I counted the beats to it. It could be 4, it could be 3, but it's you know, I saw that. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do that. That's easy. All right, so that's one for us. Everybody else, you guys you're looking, you're online. Who else has something? What's a trend that you guys have been seeing on social media over the course of the last couple weeks? Let's go to Onto. Let's see what's one thing, and let's go Jessica. We'll go to Nicole. Onto, what's something that you've been seeing?
I've been seeing a lot of AI, and I've been seeing, starting like I think yesterday or the other day, a lot of AI conversation that came up. And it's funny because when it did launch, I was doing some, research about a company, and then I let it set aside, let it charge, but it was on and I didn't, exit out. Then it heard me and my mom talking in Vietnamese, and it started talking to me in Vietnamese. It was wild. I was like, you're not being asked to talk right now. Please stop. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry in Vietnamese. It was the wildest thing. So I've been seeing a lot of AI, but that's all I've noticed.
Yeah, and listen, you guys, I'm glad that we're talking about that. We're going to talk a little bit about AI in a moment. You are going to see, this is not, the start of it. We are in a revolution of how we receive information, how content is created, how movies will be created in the future, how we receive information, how we learn at a high level, how we rapidly learn information and intake information. We are in an era where it is so incredible if you choose to leverage it, right? I remember when texting came out. That's how old I am. I'm not gonna text, I'm a phone call person, right? I remember when social media came on the scene. You guys, we have seen, if you're, my age, 45 years old, you've seen this evolution of technology. And right now is probably one of the most powerful things that has ever happened in the history of technology is the use of AI in life, business, and all things around us. So Onto, I appreciate you sharing that. Let's go Jessica Segura Hernandez. I don't know if you're still in the sauna. I know you were working out earlier, but Jessica, what's one trend that you're seeing right now on social? Let's hear from you. Then we'll go to Nicole Penland. Jessica Segura Hernandez going once, going twice.
Here.
Let's roll.
I'm here. I'm not in the sauna right now. That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one trend that I've seen on social media. I don't know. Oh my gosh, my feed is full of cat stuff. Like my explore page, like everything that I've been scrolling, I don't know. But yes, definitely AI. Every time I scroll, all I see is cat videos.
Okay,
So
all right,
I need
all
to,
right.
yeah.
You know what? I love this because at the end of the day, who is responsible for what you see every single day?
Me.
You are responsible for it. And so, hey, listen, that's a positive thing. There's a lot of cat community. There's a big, huge cat community out there, but we're the ones that are curating the message that we see every single day. And so, Jessica, I love that. Keep up with the cat stuff. Let's go to Nicole Penland, then we'll go to Stephanie, and then I'm going to share something with you. And I'm also going to give you a cheat code on how to do it yourself today. That way you can go out there and create something cool. You guys cool with that?
Yeah.
Uh, don't sound too excited. Shit. Nicole said, yeah.
I think are you talking about the new flame?
No, 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 no. All I'm talking about is, have you seen something that has been a trend on social media that keeps coming up that you've seen? Is there something?
The new flame.
I don't know what that is. Tell us what that is.
The beat, the music to New Flame, the Chris Brown and Usher song. Da-na-na-na-na-na, da-na-na.
Oh, is that where that came from, Ashley?
Yeah.
Oh, I just did that this morning. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
Am I having a boomer moment?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that right there, definitely, I've been seeing that over and over again. So that's why I used it this morning. Let's go, Stephanie, and then we'll go Israel. Then I'm going to show you guys something here because it's Action Friday. Then I want to hear from you guys. Let's go, Stephanie.
Hey guys, yeah, that's funny, Elias. I didn't know it was a Chris Brown song either, so I'm right there with you. Sorry for my dogs or somebody's walking.
It's all good.
But I wanted to bring up the baby trend. It's so cute. The people who have like a video of them talking about whatever it is they're talking about, but they're it's the baby version of themselves. It's so freaking cute. I love it.
Yeah. Can you imagine how that would look if you were a baby and like doing like updates about the real estate market?
Yeah, so adorable. I want to try it because it's so cute. I enjoy watching them. I'm not even paying attention to what they're saying. It's just so cute. I love it. I love babies and kids, so I just love it so much. It's the cutest little thing.
I love it. I love it. Israel, let's go over to you really quick. Rapid fire, big dog. What do you got for us?
One of the trends I've been seeing a lot is a lot of realtors being influencers. Like they'll post a day in the life and they'll integrate other stuff like them cooking up a meal, like them going to the gym, like showing off their life, just not their realtor, like the realtor work.
Yeah, you know what, Israel, I'm glad that because you're obviously new in the industry and you're new to this environment. That's literally what content is. The last thing I want to see from any realtor is a bunch of real estate shit. That is boring. But the person is not boring. Stephanie is not boring. Otis White is not boring. But if all the real estate stuff is the only thing that he posts, that's boring. I'm going to fucking tune that person out instantly. I don't want to hear about that. Like I want to hear about the things that you're actually into, your life, your lifestyle, your community, the people, right? I think like oftentimes we make the content all about ourselves, but I think oftentimes what we need to do is start bringing some other people into the flow, put some other people on your page, have other voices, collaborate with other people, and that's how you're going to start to grow. So, Stephanie, I'm going to need you to bear with me for a quick moment here. Stephanie, what if you saw a baby that had tattoos and had a Keep It Moving podcast on and had a Team Fast t-shirt on? Would you watch that video?
Absolutely. Please do it. It sounds so adorable. I love the baby tattoos. They're so cute.
All right. So you guys, I'm going to share something with you, but please don't post this yet because I'm dropping this video at 9:45 today. But I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of what something like this could look like because we're on this vein. So in the essence of Friday being all about action, your boy woke up early this morning and I went down that rabbit hole of the baby things. I saw Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn doing like a podcast together. I'm like, what the heck is this? I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And so those things keep on popping up for me. Hebe Meredith's video. Yeah, absolutely. So let's do this, you guys. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of what baby Elias would look like doing a Keep It Moving podcast, wearing a Team Fast shirt, doing an open house script. So I'm going to just turn this up really quick for everybody. I'll play like 30 seconds of it. Feel free to take a clip of this for yourselves for on social media, but please share this when I do drop this today. But 1, 2, 3. That is not playing. Hold on. Use this script. All right, Stephanie, can you hear that? Oh, you can't hear? Oh, hold on a second, you guys. Let me optimize for sharing and sound, and hold on. All you can see is my cute little baby face. Let me rewind this really quick. All right, so let's try this one more time.
If you're door knocking for an open house.
Can you guys hear that? Take yourself off of mute because I can't see your faces.
Yeah, we can hear it now.
All right, cool. Let's
use this script. Hi there. Hi, my name's Elias Astuto. Sorry for interrupting you. I wanted to stop by because I'm a local realtor. We're having an open house down the street at 127 Main Street. It's the Miller family. Not too sure if you know the.
All right, so I'll just play that clip for you. It's funny because it's actually how I looked when I was a little kid, but I had a long curly hair. But you guys, I spent some time this morning. So if you're on this call right now and you'd like to learn how to do that, please raise your hand. Yeah? All right, cool. Here's the thing. All I want you to do is I want you to look back through some of your best performing content. Maybe it was a market update. Maybe it was a message. Maybe it was something inspirational. Now, if you're going to do this, it is free for like 25 seconds. Now, it's very hard to create a video in 25 seconds. So if you're going to do anything past 25 seconds, it's going to be a little bit of money. You have to buy these tokens. But I went down the rabbit hole. And so here's how it goes. First and foremost, you got to go into your ChatGPT. And what you have to do is you have to upload a picture of yourself. And what you have to do is just got to give it a quick little prompt. And here was the photos that I uploaded. And I put these two photos on the top right here and said, turn this into a baby picture of me on a podcast. And look at little baby Elias, all cute. I'm all branded out. I got the Keep It Moving Neolite in the back. And then I got the Team Fast shirt. I thought it was pretty cool. And look at the little baby has his own sleeves. So that is step number 1. Let me let Snow Bentley in. Step number 2 is you guys are going to want to go to this site here. You're going to want to write this down. It is called realsave.app. Realsave.app. Now, this is where you're going to go to download the audio from your video, because what you need is you need that audio. So you need to take that audio from that content that you've already created on Instagram. Maybe it's a video you did a couple months ago, wherever it is on your Instagram. You take that, and then what you do is you put that into here. Now, it's obviously has some ads on here. We'll get rid of some of these ads. What you're going to do is you're going to take your link and you're going to put it right here where it says paste your Instagram link. Now you're going to paste that. What's going to happen now is that you're now going to be able to extract the audio, extract the audio. So the audio will be saved to your phone in your downloaded files on your phone. So first and foremost, you put a picture of yourself in ChatGPT. You said, turn this into a baby version of me on a podcast, baby version of this doing a real estate update, baby version of me as a newscaster, whatever it is. That's step 1. Step 2, realsave.app so you can extract the audio. Step 3, what you're now going to do is you're going to go into an app called Hedra, Hedra.com, Hedra.com. Now what you're going to do, and I'll share my screen with you guys, and let me just log in because I've already done this. I'm going to log in with my Google, accept all. And then I'll pull up my screen so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, cool. So now what you're going to do is you're going to go to Hedra, Hedra.com. Very, very simple. And now what you're going to do is you're going to upload your script, meaning the audio that you have, and then you're also going to upload the video that you have, and it's all going to be done right here. And you guys, you can do this on your phone. I'm just showing you how to do it from the computer for the sake of this conversation. But everything I did today was done through my phone. Now, if you want to put a prompt in here, please move my hands. I talk a lot with my hands, whatever it is that you want to do, and then you upload that. You hit this little red button here on the right-hand side, boom, and then let it do its magic. And then what happens is that it creates this cool, silly, funny, weird, awkward baby version of you doing a podcast, you guys. And literally it took me about 25, 30 minutes this morning to do it. I tried a couple of iterations. I did a short video, I did a longer video, and I was like, all right, let me use this open house script because everyone could use this again. This is something that has landed very well. It was shared, it was saved. So I'm going to use that audio. But you guys, this is something that's fun. Oftentimes we show you these things, we see these things, but no one's actually showing you how to do it. And I want to give you the cheat code. So you start with chat, upload a photo of yourself, tell chat to turn this into a baby version of you, podcast, news anchor, wherever you want to go. Then you go into realsave.app, download the audio from that video. Then you take both of those, the picture and the audio, you upload that into hedra.com, and then you allow Hedra to create your video for you. And from there, now you got baby Demian all swagged out, right? Demian in head to toe Gucci, looking all dope, you know, doing an invitation to his food drive every single week, whatever it is, you guys. I thought it was cool. We talk a lot about these things and trends, but I wanted to give you the cheat code. And here's what I want to encourage you to do. I want you to go down that rabbit hole, create something, tag me. I want to see it. I'm going to drop mine today. The lips aren't perfect, but it's not supposed to be perfect. It's supposed to be a little bit fun, bring some levity to the situation. And so I want to give you guys that cheat code. I want to get some thoughts and feedback. What do you guys think of that? You think it's pretty easy, pretty cool? Is this something that you guys could do? Let's go Gary, let's go Ashley, let's go Steph.
Looks pretty easy, bro. Like, we talk about this every week. Like, thank you for keep bringing new ideas to be creative for people, because, you know, every week you have new ideas, and sometimes people get caught in the shiny object syndrome. So they just try it for a day. Like I talk about, people have the perfect plan one day at a time, but they ain't got no plan that's going to last more than one day. So success isn't there. So if they don't feel it, like we say, they stop. I like, man, if it don't look like a mirror where they instantly see it, it's not going to work. It's a foggy mirror. The more you work, the more the mirror comes clear and you'll see it. So I just want to thank you for everything you bring to this call, Elias.
Well, I appreciate you guys. And listen, man, if I want you guys to stay fresh, I got to find ways to stay fresh too. And listen, we're all going down the rabbit hole. And I'll just give you an example of what a night of scrolling would look like for me. Not only am I looking at, ideas, but like I'm saving all of these things, right? I saw this one today. I sent it to Samandy and I'm like, please redo this. And if you're somebody that's into fitness on here, then do this one too. But it's just like,
skip the gym today.
So it's like a funny video of like them knocking somebody that skipped the gym today. And so I'm always looking at these trends. I'm looking at audio. I'm looking at songs that I want to save for future videos. And so I'm always trying to find something. That's where I got this song. I didn't know it was a Chris Brown and Usher song, but I got that. Here's one for you, Jessica. It's these cats that are fighting.
Let me tell you something right now. At the end of the day, I will fuck you up. And I'm trying to be the bigger person, even.
So if you got cats, if you got animals in the house, like this one here, trending audio and easy idea. So it's like the audio is pretty cool. Listen to this audio. And then you drop the video, right? You're not successful because you are sleeping on your skills. You're not successful because you're inconsistent, whatever it is. So I'm always looking, Gary, to find things to keep me inspired as a content creator. But then how can I share these things with you guys to hopefully give you some inspiration to go out and create something? So Gary, I appreciate your words, man. Let's go to Stephanie and then we'll go to Ashley and then we'll start to shift gears in the conversation.
Thank you so much for breaking this down, because I love that trend and I would not even know where to begin to do it. So having you instruct us and give us the step-by-step breakdown, thank you. so much because my boomer ass would have never figured this out. So I appreciate it, and I'm definitely going to do it.
All right, I'm going to make it even easier on everybody. Here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the video. The video is where I got the inspiration to do all this stuff. Here's the video. And what you're going to do is you're going to watch that video over and over again. You're going to pause, you're going to stop, you're going to go to the app, you're going to do what I did this morning, and then you're going to create something cool. You guys, seeing a baby version of me, it just made me smile. It made my wife smile. My son thought it was the coolest thing this morning. So Ashley, let's go to you really quick. Thoughts, contribution, insight on the conversation thus far.
It just reminds me what you said last week. People dance on the dance floor, right? We're here, we're learning this kind of stuff. You got to stay a student. I chat GPT'd, how do you do this baby trend? It did not tell me how to do it. It gave me these different apps, all these different things. So being here and being a student gives us access to this type of information. So thank you for being a student and then bringing it to us, because I wouldn't have been able to figure it out. And I do feel like I'm pretty tech savvy, but this one I wasn't going to be able to do.
You know, there was a point this morning where I told myself, I can't do this. So I'm like, wait a minute, I'm up. I'm like, let me just do this. Let me spend the time doing this. And then I went down the rabbit hole on it. And I'm like, all right, this is pretty easy, right? And there'll be a time, you guys, there'll be a time in the next 5 years where AI tools are aggregated. Right now, it's like, it's everywhere. It's kind of like, I look at AI as the dot-com boom. And if you were around in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was so many online companies. There was everybody trying to get into this dot-com boom. Well, what happened is a lot of those companies don't even exist anymore. And a lot of the bigger companies started to aggregate. You know, let's think about Google, for example. So I think in the coming years, what's going to happen is that you're going to have a hub of places where you can go for your video editing, for, you know, creating reels, for creating cinematic things. Like, it's going to be aggregated. But right now, Ashley, you're right. All the information is all over the place. So it's hard to think like, fuck, how do I just do this one thing? And you get to doing it, and then you're like, you know what? It's too many steps. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. And then what happens is that we miss the trend. I don't want you guys missing the trend. I want you guys to hop on this because I think it's cool. I think it's fun, and it brings levity. Especially, say you did something that was more serious. Maybe it was about a 2-1 buy down. It was just something more serious. And then you bring some levity in it. Now it re-sparks that content in a different way for people to say, you know what? I just wanted to see Ashley as a baby, and I'm watching that video again. So what happens is that your viewership goes up. Now, when she creates her next video, her viewership has gone up. She's in the algorithm. Now more eyes are going to be on her next content. So you shake it up a little bit by doing things that are different. You use different audio, different ideas, different sounds, different approaches, AI, and now you're going to put yourself in a better position to have more views on your content. So Nicole, what do you got for us?
I also wanted to say thank you because I tend to stop and look at those, and that's exactly what they do. They grab you. So, and I may not necessarily like follow the particular person or be real into them all the time like that, but I'll stop and listen to what they're putting out there. Also, you just made my Friday using an audio over Natalie Nunn. That was classic, hilarious.
What is it?
Natalie Nunn, Baddies. That was the Cats.
See, I don't even know. I think it's cool, right? Like, I have 2 cats and they're always fighting, and I've been trying to capture that moment so I could use that audio. All right, cool. Well, I appreciate the contribution. Listen, you guys, I'm excited to see what comes of it from you guys. Feel free to tag me in it if you get it solid and get it down. And if you're in the offices next week, I'll be making my rounds. You know, let's sit down. I can help you with it. If you just need me to be side by side with you and be like, okay, cool, I'll do that. Now, where do I find the download of the audio? Well, it's in your files. Well, how do I get to that on my phone? It's in your download. So I could help you with all of that, you guys, if you need the help. But before I turn it over to you guys about action, obviously I want to talk about action, but I wanted to give you something to take action on. 2 things I wanted to share with you. First and foremost, I always ask you this question: who is impacted by the result of your success? What I need positive energy, prayers, universe, whatever you guys do. You guys have done this before for me, and I'm going to lean on you again, because who's impacted by the result of our success? And when I think directly in my own circle right now, obviously it's my own family, my immediate family, my wife and my kids, but my mom. So my mom thinks I'm a hero. And if I'm a hero in no one else's eyes but hers, like I'm an okay person. I'm okay because my mom thinks I'm a hero. The things that I'm doing, whether I'm on a podcast, whether I drop a video, she's the first one to like it, share it, respond to it. She is the first person to say, you killed it, mijo. Look at you on that stage. Like I don't care if it's 5 people or 5,000 people. My mom is my biggest fan. In her eyes, I'm her hero. And I'm so happy that she sees me this way, right? Well, my mom finally got a surgery date. So my mom has 90% blockage in her carotid artery. I think I've shared this with you guys, but now it's becoming more truthful and more real because she has a date. Her date is July 25th is when she goes in for her surgery. And now, anytime you think about a carotid artery, they have to go through her throat. They have to do all these things. They have to, bypass all these things. And it's scary for my mom, but she's, she's a soldier. And she's like, I got this. I'm going to be fine. But I think about it this way. And Otis, I would love to hear your testimony on this. For me, my mom's going to go into surgery on July 25th. So I asked myself, how can I, as a result of my success, be there, plugged in, go get a house, rent a house down there, an Airbnb in San Diego? How can I just be present? How can I have the family there? How can we not have to worry about travel, expenses, what we're spending while we're there? Like, I want to take that 5 days and I just want to be there with my mom. I want to worry about nothing except for being by my mom's bedside. Now, I'm able to do that as a result of my hard work and success, right? So when we think about who is impacted by the result of our success, what if my mom needed something and I couldn't do it because I didn't show up, I didn't have the money, I didn't work hard enough, right? What if my mom needed me to go and put food in the refrigerator, go and pick my stepdad up, go and take the car to the shop that needs new tires while I'm down there? Like, what if she needed all those things and she asked me for help and I had to say, Mom, I can't. Because I didn't show up for my business. Like, I think about this, you guys, and like, it's scary. And no point of this have I thought like, oh, I could lose my mom. No, we're going to pull through this. She's going to be fine. We're going to be all right. But I just want to be in a position to be there, be present, and be able to be in a position of abundance if my mom needs anything. That is who's impacted by the result of my success. So you think for a fucking moment I'm not going to show up? You think for a moment that I'm not going to get up on a 5 o'clock call to coach an East Coast client, a 6 o'clock call, a 7 o'clock call, then to get ready for an 8:30 call with you guys? I'm not going to skip a fucking beat. I'm not. Because I have people that look at me as their hero. And I'm not going to let them down. So when we talk about action, when we talk about the moment, you guys, you have to realize that people need you. You are impacting lives. Somebody is going to be impacted by the result of your success. So you have a choice every single day how I'm going to show up for this world. And I'll tell you what, you guys, I have a all run through the wall type of energy running through me right now. I have that type of energy. Like, come at me, bro. I am ready for this world. I am laying the foundation to build something amazing for my family. So my mom could always look at me and say, my son is my hero. So when we think about who's impacted by the result of our success, being able to be there with my mom, take my family down there, rent an Airbnb. If my mom wants to come and stay with them, whatever it is, I don't care. I just want to be present. I want to have the financial stability to help anybody, go grocery shopping, take the car to the shop, whatever they need, I'm there. And the only reason I'm going to be able to do that is because I've worked my ass off, I've stayed consistent, and I have the discipline to stay consistent. It is the same thing that I ask of each of you to be able to create for your own lives. So I wanted to share that with you. I'm going to turn the mic over to you guys. Action Friday. Who's got some things that they want to share with us or any sentiments that they want to share? What action have you taken this week in your life, business, health, and relationships? And what have been the results? I want to hear from you guys. Who's got something for me? And don't be shy. Let's go, Otis. What do we got?
That was deep, man. I'm praying for your mom. I'm kind of going through that with my grandma as well. And when you get up to that certain age, they're set in their ways, so it's hard. So, you want them to eat better. You want them to exercise. My grandma's bedridden. She's been bedridden for like 15 years. So that's very hard, being between two households. So I totally respect your sentiments so much because, as a provider, you got to provide and, providing for two households, over 10 people. shit's tough. I don't really say 3 because my brother, you know, he holds down his own house, but I'm helping there too. So I have so many people depending on me. I got Jacob depending on me. I got Gary depending on me. I got a lot of people. So the days that I take off, even if it's for my own personal, you know, reasons, I'm not only letting myself down that day, I'm letting down multiple people. So even at my shortest day, I make it so impactful that I'm okay with putting my head down or firing up a J or something, knowing that I did what I was supposed to do for the day, right? My action is that there's a holiday weekend, and what do most people do? Even us, we take the weekends off. And some of you guys are gonna lie yourself saying that you ain't got some plans to go to the lake or go to something like this. Figure out where you should be this weekend. This weekend, you will see me in my hometown, in my neighborhood, in the city in San Francisco for Carnival. I'm gonna be out there handing out hella paperwork. You know, GA got some stuff that he's got to do. Jacob's got some stuff that he's got to do. Open houses, everything. So our three-headed monster is going to be out there. While I'm out there kissing hands and shaking babies, it only makes sense because everybody in that neighborhood knows me. There's going to be over 20, 30, maybe 40,000 people both days. You can go out there. Hey, can I leave some of my flyers here on? There's going to be like 300 vendors. So I shouldn't be the only one out from Team Fastest out there. If anybody wants to join me, I'll be there both days, Saturday and Sunday. Sunday's the parade. It's from 10, I think, to like 12. So I'll be there. Think about ways where you can be, where there's going to be a lot of people out. Door knocking, Monday should be the fucking day that you do that. It's Memorial Day. People should be at home barbecuing. Take advantage of some of the easy work that you can do that's going to be back in your pocket in the form of a commission. So that's what we doing this weekend. Yeah, you gotta just keep chipping away, man. The shit ain't rocket science. And I'm definitely praying for you, man, because that shit's been weighing on me a lot. And the fact that your mom got a date, my grandma's just been on the medication, hoping that it's gonna do it, but she's still not eating the way she wants to. And it's like, what am I gonna do? You know, my grandma's 85. If she wants to eat this tonight for dinner, I'm a sucker. I'm gonna give it to her. She's earned that right. You know, it's like tweaking on certain things for her heart, but it's just one of those things, man. So I totally felt your testimony, man. I'm praying for your family. And there is nothing better than, you know, taking care of it, being that provider, like paying that bill, taking everybody out, bringing everybody together. And I didn't say it the other day because my hand went up and then went down and you kind of passed me, but I'm so proud of you for, you know, being there for your brother. I can understand your limits. One thing, because I don't have my brother anymore, and I tell people all the time, man, love on your people, man, because you never know, right? So I'm very thankful that you made that, and I can't wait to see some of the videos with you and your son and your brother, man, because I geek up that I only have one of my brothers that's really in my son's life. Two of my other brothers, they don't really make an attempt, man. So that's big love for me, man. I can't wait for this weekend for you to enjoy that.
Thanks for that, and I appreciate it. You know, hearts and prayers and positive energy to your grandmother. So tomorrow, Silas and I are on a flight from SFO to LAX to go pick up James and my nephew James Cash. And you know, my brother's been sober now since January. And Silas is so excited about his adventure with Dad. So first off, we get to take an adventure. And then I rented a little RAV4 for $35 a day. And I'm just going to pick him up, and we're going to drive from Los Angeles up here and just spend some time together. Have Sunday dinner. I'm making a spicy rigatoni with vodka sauce and you know, cheese and all kinds of stuff. But I'm just excited that I'm able to do this and be able to go spend some time with them. And so I appreciate you bringing that up. You guys, I want to share something with you right now. And I have a task for everybody since it's Friday. So Friday is the time where all of us need to be working or looking at our database, and we need to be sending our database a very, very simple message about showing homes or seeing homes this weekend. So I'm gonna give you a cheat code. This comes from one of the top teams in the entire company, and they send this out as a team every single Friday. And here it is. Let's go here. Let me erase this. Boom. Here's the text I want you to send everybody today. Go into your database, cold leads, old leads, new leads, hot leads, everything. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great week. Wanted to let you know I'm making myself available for private showings or open houses you may want to see, right? That's it. Send this to your database today. Send that via text message or take it to the next level. You send that as a video. Hey, Tom, I hope you had a great week. I want to let you know I'm making myself available for any private showings or open houses you want to see this weekend. Hit me back with the addresses. I'd love to set that up for you. Have a wonderful day. Right? Let your consumers know that you're busy, you're ready to go. Saturday and Sunday, yeah, and even Monday, let's go out and see some houses, right? I get wanting to take some time off, but do we really have holidays in real estate? Take Christmas, New Year's Eve and Thanksgiving. But at the end of the day, you guys, Memorial Day weekend is a time where we still work, right? People need to go out and see houses this weekend. And so what I want to encourage everybody to do, go into their database and just look at whoever they have been in communication with, and I want you to send this text. So I'm going to wait a second while you grab that, highlight it, copy it, and put it into your notes in your phone so you guys always have this. And I want you to go into your database and I want you to send this to everybody. If you are driving right now, you may want to find a way to capture that script. It's very, very easy. It's effective. And I'll just say it one more time. Happy Friday, Tom. Happy Friday, Otis. I hope you had a great week. Want to let you know I'm making myself available for any private showings or open houses you may want to see. It is simple, straight to the point. It's also something that's going to cause engagement. They might say, oh, no, we're all good. Okay, well, wonderful. How's the search going for you? Have you seen any houses in the last couple of days that you liked? What are your plans? Where are you at in the buying process? Just have some conversations, because at the end of the day, what you're going to be paid on is the amount of conversations that you can have. That's what you're going to get paid on. And a little precursor, we may be launching a competition for most conversations in a month. And so be on the lookout for that, more information to come. But I want you to take that and send it to every single person in your database. And just trust me and then thank me later. Sound good? Let's go. I want to go around the room to get a couple key takeaways from people on the call today. I'm going to go to Brandy. Brandy, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the emotions. No, actually, I did mean to hit the emotions. That's where I like to live, is in that emotional state. So Brandy, one key thought, one key takeaway. Then Melody, we're going to come to you next. One key thought, one key takeaway. Let's roll, Brandy.
Remember that you're somebody's hero, and don't focus on what was, focus on what is.
Wow. I love that. And there's 5 people that look at you as a hero. And there's people in this environment that look at you as a hero. And so I appreciate you sharing that, Brandy. Looking forward to seeing you open up new opportunities for you guys here in the Stockton area. Melody, Cleone, let's go to you. One key thought, one key takeaway from our time together today. Then we'll go over to Christina Chan. Melody, are you there? Can you contribute once? There we are.
Man, sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been mopping my floors and listening to this. But I really, my heart goes out to you and your mom. I know we spoke yesterday and she's just been on my mind. So I know how it is. Like, when we get older, we feel the weight of the responsibility of taking care of our children, our spouse, our parents. And what you said really hit home with me. And you said it before, but just something about the way you said it today really hit home with me about, like, the way we show up in business is the way we show up for everybody else. And I've really been focusing on that lately, especially with baby number 2 on the way. Can't believe I'm gonna have another son in 2 months. Like, it's wild. But yeah, just showing up for them. Like, every day when I wake up, it's not about me. It's not about my success. It's about them. Like, how can I create the life for them that I want them to have? How can I create the opportunities for my sons and for my husband, and help my mom retire and do the things that, maybe I never had the opportunity to do when I was young, because I'm a first generation American and my parents were foreigners coming into this country. So, I love that you love so hard. I love that you're such a great advocate for just like being there for your family and pouring into them. And, speedy recovery for your mom. She's in my prayers, she's in my thoughts, and I love you guys.
Well, I appreciate you, Mel. Thanks for contributing. Good to see your face. Say hello to the family. Let's go to Christina. Christina, you'll be the last contribution. One key thought, one key takeaway from our time together. Let's roll.
I think I was really hung up on what you said earlier about Eric King and how just finding who you are and leaning into that. And I've been kind of doing a lot of more of that. I have some stuff going on. I have open house for our listing, for mine and Roxanne's listing this weekend. So I'm going to send out that text. But I've just been trying to find what lands with people with me. So I'm still kind of in this discovery. But I think what I took away is just keep keep on putting it out and then something's going to hit. So I'm just working on trying everything at this point when it comes to social media. Like, I don't mind being on screen. So I'm just trying a bunch of stuff and hoping that one day it'll land. So
Christina, I really appreciate you saying this, and I want to give you my personal testimony. You know, Keep It Moving has been a thing now for the last few years, but it didn't really start to feel 100% connected until the last, I'd say, 2 years, and even more so this last year, when I realized the type of leader and coach I am heavy on the emotional and I'm heavy on the psychological. Now, all of the SOPs and systems and high-level strategies and workbooks, that's just not my thing. Can I build all that? Yeah, absolutely. But my thing has been, how can I impact you psychologically and emotionally? And once I've been able to open myself up to that realization, all things have started to open up, and that's the coach that I am. And it took me a long time to figure it out, but now I feel like I'm in my flow state. I'm in the pocket, and it took a long time. It took a long time. So you keep working at it, you keep trying, you keep figuring it out, and then one day you're going to wake up and be like, there it is. There it is. And now I'm here, and this is where I'm going to stay, and this is my realm, and this is my zone of genius. So Christina, I appreciate that reflective statement. Just stay in the pocket, and then all of a sudden something will show up one day and be like, there it is. This is it. This is what I'm rolling with. And so I appreciate the thoughts. You guys have an amazing weekend. Send this text out. Have an amazing weekend. If your kids have Monday off, make it a special day with everybody. But, you know, make some room for showing houses this weekend, because when other realtors are going to take the weekend off and go and travel and be on the lake, I get it. That's important. Listen, consumers are still out there. They want to go and see houses this weekend. So make yourself available. Send out that text. Have some fun with it. And if a lot of people respond, good. That's a good problem to have. Get some leverage from your team members or people you know in this industry. So have an amazing, amazing weekend. As always, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and make this a day that matters. Peace.